And I'm going to tackle a Scots pine tree now. So an evergreen tree, but with more of a trunk rather than a actual Christmas sort of pine fir tree. So I've popped some water on the page. I've got 3 colours, blue, dark brown and a dark green. I'm going to come in with a little bit of the blue for a bit of a sky. You can leave an odd cloud. So I'm just doing a circular motion. If you want to dab a bit of the blue and a bit of the brown together, you'll get a grey. And that grey is nice for adding a little bit of tone into the cloud in the sky. So I'm just going to add a little bit of that in. And then I've mixed some of the brown and the green together. Just whilst I've still got it quite damp, I'm just going to pop some of that in as a base for the ground. Swap down to a slightly smaller brush now. And into the green and the brown. Make a nice thick colour. Not too much water. And then I'm going to come in and just dab and start to create some areas of foliage. So they can be quite random. Some can be bigger than others. Some can be smaller. These are going to be your areas of foliage. The paint's thick, it won't go too far. And I'm going to dry that off. Dry, you can bring in the rest of the tree with the trunk. And I'm just going to use a little bit of the brown. And a long thin brush here. This is a rigger. And you just want to bring this so it gets wider at the bottom, narrower at the top. Use a little bit of the green if you want to. You can add a little bit of variety into the trunk. And I'm going to come off the page here. And then you're going to bring up branches to each of these bits of foliage. The branches get wider as they come further down. It's really simple. Swap down to just a number 6, and I'm just going to add a little bit of green just at this bottom edge here. And then I can just add a little bit of dark just to that one side, and it's just going to give it a little bit of tone on that base. And then with a wet brush, can just soften this and bring this shadow this way. So that shadow should run along there nicely. You can add a tiny bit of paint in and just let that run, and that's going to create you that little bit of shadow.